It's hard to believe Mrs Chandrasekhar's really gone.
I almost expect her to knock at the door.
Because she was such a busybody?
Leela!
What? Raffles said it all the time.
She took an interest in other people, that's all.
By poking her nose in.
Leonardo!
Raffles said that too.
A very active interest.
So when you said she was a pest, you...
Guys! At a time like this, we should only be saying good things about people.
But not when they're alive.
Good point.
Mrs Chandrasekhar was like all of us. She wasn't perfect, but her heart was in the right place. She was a good friend to me when I first came into the building. I'll miss her.
On Zatabia, when people like that pass on, we often hope to meet them again.
So do we.
Something our two species have in common. I wonder what she wanted to tell me with this.
Her AV gear was obviously pretty ancient. I don't have anything that can play something that old.
But I think I know where would. I knew the school hadn't thrown these out.
Technology sure used to be chunky.
Yes, it was. But it did the job.
You know, Mrs Chandrasekhar used to be a detective. Maybe this is a revelation about Raffles' disgraceful past.
I don't have a disgraceful past.
We'll see.
Greeting, Raffles. I'm guessing Zachary, Leonardo and Neela are there too. Hello all. Hi. If you're seeing this, it means I'm no longer in the land of living. Don't be upset. This comes to us all, and I'm perfectly prepared. Don't snivel, Leonardo.
I'm not. It's just allergies.
She can't hear you.
The reason I'm leaving you this message is that I have something to tell you. I have decided to haunt you all. Just kidding. Or am I? Seriously, I'm kidding. What I want to tell you is that I own the old cafe on the ground floor of our building.
I never knew that.
You never knew that, did you?
But he just said that.
She still can't hear you.
And now, I'm gone. I want you to have it. It's yours to run, Raffles.
Cafe? I can't run a cafe.
Get a grip. Of course you can run a cafe. I've known you a long time. I don't believe there's anything you can't do if you try. However, I'm not leaving it to you. I've always believed young people are the future. So I'm leaving it to Zachary and Leonardo.
Yes.
Raffles, it's yours and Neela's till the boys reach 21.
Can she legally even do this?
Of course I can legally do this. It's all been sorted out with my lawyer. She'll be in touch. Which brings me to the end of what I wanted to tell you. Except to say how much you all meant to me. Especially you, Raffles. I know I was a bit of a busybody, but I always liked you. You are the first alien I ever met. See, I always told you I was a good detective. But don't worry, I never told anyone about you. Your secret is safe with me. I hope we all meet again someday, but not too soon.
She knew all along.
Amazing!
Do humans always make videos like that when they pass on?
That was kind of unusual.
We have nothing like that in Zatabia.
We don't leave cafes to people.
We don't have cafes.
We don't leave anything.
What happens to all your stuff?
We take it with us.
With you?
No one knows what it's like on the other side.
The accommodation could be terrible. We may need comfy beds.
You take furniture? How?
Well, it helps if you have a truck.
You take trucks?
I'll explain it all to you one day, Zachary. But right now, I think there's something else we should address.
What are we going to do with a cafe? We could subdivide it. A gym. Here. A supermarket. Here. And a boutique wig shop. Here.
It's only about the size of 2 classrooms.
And a public swimming pool.
Guys, Mrs Chandrasekhar obviously wanted us to run it as a cafe.
But Raffles, boutique wigs.
My family's had to cut their visit short. They're on their way home. I'm sorry, but I think I have to stay somewhere else tonight. I guess you have to stay at a motel.
I'm not sure I have the money.
But you've been working on Earth for 100 years. Surely you have loads of money.
I spent it all on clothes.
No, seriously.
It's true. I have over 8,000 pairs of sandals. The storage alone takes up most of my pay. I just like to be prepared.
In case there's a worldwide shortage of brown.
What about your ship? You could just stay on it, right?
Oh, that's crazy.
Crazy old Zachary.
What's going on?
We're not here on a mission.
We've been banished.
Banished?
Unjustly.
That's not quite true. After returning to Zetabia after being on Earth, that made us famous for a while. And some of us, it went to their heads. So, in conclusion, it is a pleasure to be back on Zetabia. Any questions?
Zetabians, I know what you're all going to ask. When's the movie of my life story going to come out?
And the mini-series of mine.
And the answer is, you'll just have to wait. Blockbusters like this don't just happen, baby.
And it's very hard to find Zetabians that can keep up with our awesome awesomeness.
You're lucky none of you will ever have that problem.
I have never seen two people irritate an entire planet before.
It was jealousy.
No, we were very annoying. And eventually we annoyed Uncle Maxie as well.
The boss of the great big high council.
Yes. He said we were an embarrassment to Zetabia, so he banished us back to Earth.
The ship dropped us off and left, without so much as a single pair of celebrity sunglasses.
Raffles joined us because he felt you might need assistance with us.
As if.
Thank you, Mr. Ong.
You're welcome. But right now, we still need to come up with somewhere to stay.
You have the cafe. Maybe you could stay there.
But humans digest there.
It would at least be a roof over your heads.
We can have a look.
Exactly. How bad can it be?
It's awful! Completely awful!
Well, it's better than Zachary's bedroom.
That's true. But even so,
Hey,
There are rooms out the back. The previous operators must have lived here.
did you check under the dust? They might still be here.
It's a little messy, but it's still completely livable.
Are you suggesting that we stay here?
it just needs to be cleaned up.
Well, that could take weeks, just the three of you.
4! Mrs. Chandrasekhar included all of us, remember?
So, a wig shop here?
And maybe a tiara warehouse here.
We are not subdividing.
Mr. Ong's right, guys. This gives you a place to live.
And if we run it as a cafe, it will also give us jobs.
It's pretty much perfect. Except for, the filth.
So, are we in?
I am.
Why not?
If I die of dust poisoning, I'll never speak to any of you again. Not even by video.
Looks like we're in the cafe business.